Ja. Å, to! Det var konge. Ja, bra.
Those geese were leaving, but one sound with this call made them turn. In this video, I'll teach you how to call Greylag geese. I'll go through all the techniques, how to blow it, how to get the correct air pressure, how to place your hands, the different calls we use and when to use them. And in the end, I'll show you our most effective call that works every time. If you're new here, welcome. We're a hunting crew that hunts geese in Norway, primarily Greylag geese, Canadas, and also some pinkfoots. All right, let's get into it. These are two calls I like to use, the Greylag Hammer and the Greylag Easy from DK-Wai. This one, the Greylag Hammer, has a longer reach, and I really like to use that for the high notes to reach further. For the murmur, the close ones, I think this one is easier to make the... It's easier to get the lower notes with it. So you'll see me use both of them throughout this tutorial. This is how they look like. Okay, so this is how you blow the call. You want to blow hot air from the bottom of your stomach, from your diaphragm, like when you're trying to fog up your glasses or trying to blow hot air into your hands to warm them. You blow with your stomach. So don't puff up your cheeks, don't blow with your mouth, blow with your stomach. I'll show you how it sounds like if you just blow with your mouth. It just sounds like a party flute, but if you blow with your stomach, you get more of the correct goose sound. Next up is hand placement. I hold it like this. I try to make a little room there, like just enough room for a golf ball. What that does is that it gives back pressure. It makes it so the reed can break easier and get those high notes. And it also makes a resonance chamber. I also use my other hand to make a bigger resonance chamber. That does two things. It makes a big resonance chamber so the sound can travel further. It also makes you able to inflect the sound a bit, to change the tones and change the direction. That's very important when you try to mimic a bunch of geese. You can just change your hands as you call and it'll affect the sound and change it up a little bit. Okay, Greylags have a notoriously raspy voice. They kind of screech. So you can't just blow the call like this. You have to make like a voice inflection. You have to go. I'm showing you in the back of the call here. That's how you get that raspy note. Okay, this is how it sounds like in the back of the call. Okay, so once you get the technique down, the actual sounds get easy. There's three sounds you need. It's the hail call. It's one when they're far away. You blow hard into it to get the reed to break. It's a high screeching noise to get their attention. That reaches really far. It can reach up to like 800 meters. That's good to get their attention, but when they come in closer, you don't want to call them that hard because that can make them scared. So then you go lower with just like a murmur. I like to use this call for that. And the third one is kind of just a lot of noises to try to mimic a big flock of geese. So you're not just a single goose making sound, but like mimic a big flock of geese talking together. That'll be something like this. It's like a big sequence that will sound like a bigger flock. And then the last one is my favorite call. I use that if I can't really get them to commit. If they fly around like typical Greylag behavior, where they kind of circle above you way out of range and then they fly off, then I hit them with this one. That's their comeback call. If a goose is left alone and the rest of the flock flies off, it'll usually make that sound to get them to turn around, and it works very well when you use it. More often than not, I get them to turn and come back another round or come into land when I use that. Okay, so when to call and when not to call is super important. Like for Canada geese, they usually like a lot of calling, but Greylag geese, they're a bit more picky. You don't have to call them that much. I call them when I can hear them or when they're like far away. I call them heavy to get attention, and then I ease off. And then if I see that they're really interested in coming in, I'll just make a little bit of murmur to get them to convince them that our decoys are real geese. But then when I see that, okay, they're very interested, they're going to land, then I just lay off because I don't want to overcall and scare them away. But then if they keep circling, I'll hit them with the comeback call or try to convince them a little bit and call them a little bit more. It's all about reading the birds. Also, if they make sounds, I like to listen to them and try to answer, try to mimic their sounds. And that's another tip I have too. For practicing, always go and listen to real geese. Like, you don't get good at sounding like a goose by mimicking other hunters. You get good at sounding like geese by mimicking other geese. So I usually go to roosts or go to places and try to listen to them as much as I can. And that's where I am today. Right behind me, there's a giant roost with a lot of geese. This is spring now, so it's not that many of them yet, but there's a couple of hundred here coming and going. And I like to stand here and listen to them and try to call them a little bit, try to mimic the sounds. That's really smart if you want to get good at this. If you don't have the opportunity to do that, I've recorded a bunch of Greylag sounds. I'll make them downloadable and put the link in the bio below so you can listen to them at home and practice. So what have you learned? Diaphragm, not cheeks. Your cheeks are not to puff up. Blow with a raspy voice. The Greylags don't sound clean. They sound super raspy. Don't overcall. You have the 3 basic calls: the hail call, the murmur, and the big flock. And then the very important call, the comeback call. This season we have a lot of really cool hunts planned, and we're going to film all of them. We're really upping our production this year, so there's going to be a lot of cool hunts coming. So if you don't want to miss that, like and subscribe and hit that bell so you get notified when the next one comes out. And if you hunt ducks or geese in Scandinavia, we made an app to make the hunt easier. It has a heat map with more than 27 million bird observations of ducks and geese, so you'll know where they like to be. It has migration radar, so it'll notify you when there's a big migration on a path crossing your hunting grounds. And it's great for organizing your team, so please check it out in the link below if you're interested.